Welcome back everybody. This is Ranquist here, bringing you episode number 4 of the Bloxcentric Server. How you guys doing? I am very frantic as of late, yes. And this is also version number 2, by the way. I just recorded about 10 minutes of video, but I realized that I had it on a minimized screen, so I'm going to do it again because you guys demand, and you guys should have 720p. Anyways, so I've been doing quite a bit of work, and if you've watched my Building and Beyond series on Skyblock, it's because my wedding is in a total of 9 days. Woo! So yeah, that's been very busy, and you know, I've been quite busy working here on the Bloxcentric server. As you can see, in our last episode, we did talk about how I wanted to have more infrastructure built before I started going all crazy on the city. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? All right, so the big thing is we've got the roads being built. So you've got two options. You can go up here, which this area is going to be something eventually. I'm not sure. And then I started clearing out this because I think I wanted to have like a little garden area. So you have a wall, a garden area, and then a wall, and then I may use this tunnel here for something else. We'll see. Anyways, so yeah, so if you come down here along the seawall, which is really nice, if you can, another thing to note is that I am planning on finishing the seawall. You can see it started over here. That's a low priority building, or detail. So usually when I grab a whole haul of stone from my mine, thank you, Silk Touch pickaxe. So yeah, usually when I grab a whole stack, bunch of stone for my current builds, I'll dedicate like half a stack to the seawall. So it kind of grows, but I'm not using all of my stone on it as of right now. And what I did do is I built a bridge over here. I was sick and tired of having to jump across the water and then swim to get here, so I did build a bridge. It's a very basic bridge. It's not anything, to write home about, but it gets the job done, right? And it's got, enough. It still has this little arch here, but really what it comes down to is that because it's right at the water, there's not much you can do stylistically wise, because you get this yuck. So let's jump back up here. All right. And then what I did is I've started working on the outer roads. I did a little bit of the inside roads. I placed down this cobblestone, kind of how I wanted the roads to go. And then I decided, well, with here, I just, cut it all the way around. So yeah, I decided, the cobblestone was markers, and you'll see as I walk through the island, you'll see more of them. And as you can see, the bridge, at least the base of the bridge, is finished. All that it's left, and what I did was I had that little strip of orange right there, and I may have said this in the last episode, but this is orange stained clay, and I had this little strip of orange here so that you get a little bit of color as you go by. It's not anything that is crazy and will stick out tremendously, but it adds that little flutter of detail when you're not really paying attention, and it essentially teases the eye. No, dang it. And now I have a hole here. So you like this hole, right? This is where people can, drop dirt. Dang it. Yeah. All right. I'll fill that in later. So, as you can see, I've got this greenery area, and I may leave it as greenery. I'm not sure, because, sometimes it's nice having a little garden area under a bridge. Or, I may turn this into like a small summary area. But as you can see, the road curves all the way down there, and it starts to go around here, and it goes quite a bit of ways down on this side. Now, bam, look at that. All right, so this is really important. This is a huge part of our infrastructure here. I'll fill that in later again. I keep doing stuff. Anyways, this is a huge part of our infrastructure. So we are on an island, and what happens when you're on an island? Well, you're surrounded by seawater, and seawater is not drinkable. That's a very important fact. Do not drink the seawater. So this here, because we're so close, and the island is, so big, or this is so close to the ocean, this is not drinkable water for all intents and purposes. So how do we get water, do you say? We get it by aqueducts. Okay, now this is a preliminary build, kind of just the bare bones. So bear with me. So how are we gonna do it? Well, we've got these extreme hills here, and they have snow-capped mountains, and with that comes fresh water that during melts. There will be a spring up here, right? That pours water into them, and these aqueducts will carry via gravity and whatnot, water all the way into the hearts of our city. So to begin with, it's going to go straight that way. That there may be a turn that goes in and back that way, but there is going to be 3 levels. So you see the base here, as it is. You see the beginning stages of the second, and then there's going to be smaller little arches on the top, and those ones are going to be the ones that go into the mountain top and pull directly from the spring. So how that's going to work, the water is going to flow into the top, and then it's going to flow down these pillars into the base, and then keep flowing as it goes, which is very nice, very nice. So yes, and as you can see, again, I started to work on, which is a little bit scary, right? It's nighttime. I started to work on some more roadways here, and then this one connects to this main artery, right? This is going to be Main Street from anyone. So for anyone that's been to just about any city, Main Street is generally the main street. So this one is going to run completely straight from here to the back of the island, in one way, shape, or form, and then all of the other roads are going to weave in and off of it back this way. Hello, creeper. How are you? Get away. Hi. No, again. It's all right. This is why we build out of stone, guys, right? All right. So, and he actually did me a favor because I actually wanted to dig this out. So I'm planning on building a little bridge outlet here, and then, oh, geez. Yay for block. This is crazy. All right. So that is my plans for now, and this is actually taking so many resources. It's not even funny. And one thing, as far as that goes, again, it's just the base, and I know that eventually a lot of these pillars are going to be hollowed out so that I can get actual running water through them, because I know I plan on getting some redstone contraptions that, you press the bottom, press a button, the water comes down, you can grab some water, call it a day. A little bit of redstone action, which I'm going to be playing with. I'm going to have Derrickster come over my place and help me. So if anybody didn't see the episode on Derrickster's channel, he contracted me out so that I could help him with his tube floor. So he's building an industrial complex, which is coming out really nice. I dubbed it the tube because all it is right now is a giant tube that goes from outside of the mountain into it. If anybody's watched Stargate SG-1, he is basing it off the Cheyenne mountain complex. Okay, so what have I been doing? Well, because all of my builds require so much stone, I've prettied this up a little bit more. I have been mining like crazy. And let's take a drop. Bloop. Yeah, so that was a double chest full. This was pretty much full. Yeah, it's been quite a bit, and I've started to dig out more and more and more this way. Now, one thing I did find some. Where are you? Oh, it's back this way. I did find an abandoned mine shaft. Sweet. Oh, where am I going? I'm lost. All right, an abandoned mine shaft. Yes. Which is very nice. All right, I went through here, which is I got a lot of wood in here, and that was pretty much one of the bigger benefits to it, other than the resources. I got a couple. I mean, I didn't get anything too nice. The biggest thing that I think is a nice addition is the fact that I got rail. Yeah. So the rail is definitely going to be a nice addition. So we're just going to have to get some power rail. And so as we go along, the further we go away from here, the less I'm going to have to want to run down and bring supplies back and forth. So we'll get, rail cars, we'll get some chests and all that kind of stuff. And I've been digging out this way quite a bit because I plan on extending this mine, of course. Now, what did I get? That's the big thing from all my diggings. Let's look. Boom! Look at all those resources. I got a ton of emeralds. Not necessarily here with my silk touch, but I did get a ton of emeralds in general. I've got 4 blocks worth. Very sweet. A bunch of lapis, some iron, which is whatever, tons of coal, and 14 diamond blocks, which is great. Now, what do we do with that? Well, in the last episode, you saw a time-lapse video where I mined through it with my Fortune 2 pick, but I did find out that we got something in the mail. All right, guys, I will be right back at my mailbox. Actually, folks, we are back early because I forgot to mention that I relatively finished my tunnel, and it is a very scary place. Now, no, it's not finished completely, but I've finished at least the actual walkway along the road, and I want to show you why. Yes, I have 12 deaths. Yeah, so what I need to do is I need to get some fire resistance potions, and I need some invisibility potions for me to actually get through this project. So this is what it's going to be like, kind of similar to our mine shaft, right? It's going to go all the way down, and then we're going to have some glowstone in certain spots, or probably in the ceiling to light it up, and we're going to have a track right down the middle. So let's get through this quickly. Now, the biggest killer of me is cheaty holes. So you know, you dig along and you're expecting there to be a block there and you're not paying attention, which is my fault. Yes, I know. Ooh, and before I do anything stupid, because I may die on camera, right? Let's put you there. The safekeeping, of course. Of course. All right. Trade. So, blocks of coal. Yum. All right, so let's quickly move before we start getting obliterated by gas. Alright, so this is the way it's going to go, and I've dug out this area, and I wanted to have it so that you could actually get some good views, and as you can see, there's a huge lava lake. What is that? No, we're good. Huge lava lake, which is pretty sweet, except for the fact that there's nowhere to dig down, so I have to, like, come out here and then use this to get down to the lava lake if I wanted to utilize that lava source. And so as we go this way, we go over a little bit of land, which is nice. I used it as a safe haven real quick. And so we come down this way and we've got a fortress. Now this fortress may not be an actual fortress. In the long run, we may end up making it a spawning area for wither skulls or anything like that. But either way, it's going to, holy, look at the fire. Either way, it's going to be of some use, and it's going to be of some interesting things. So, it'll be neat. It'll be neat, right? Yeah. So, and as we come here, we are relatively safe. Doop, doop, doop. And I ran out of stone. Do I have it? No, I left it at the other place. Dang it. Alright, yes, so we are here, and then all that's left is to come... Oh, jeez, I told you it wasn't going to be safe. Let's run. We've got some pressure plates here. Run through, and we're safe. No. Be good, door. Alright, and we're back at the hub. Alright, guys. So, yeah, so what do we have here? Derrickster's base is that way, which I went to, and it was fun. And we are there, which is neat. Alright, guys, I'll see you at my mailbox. And we are back, guys. We are back at spawn, and let's take a look around. So we've got some buildings happening here. It looks like there is a base that got added there. We can check that out real quick. But we have mail, so I've been told. And boom, Fortune 3 with thorns. And now I don't know what thorns is going to do, but we're going to put that on our pickaxe and we are going to see. So, yes, let's take a look at this base. This happens to be Dro's place. I know that because we said that in an earlier episode. We are neighbors. He can see into my place from his balcony. And it looks like we just have a stairway. Let's head up here real quick. And yes, all we have is a stairway. But we have an easy way into this house. Cool. Cool. So there's that. Let's head up here. Real quick. And yes, all we have is a stairway. But we have an easy way into this house. Cool. So there's that. Let's head up here real quick. And yes, all we have is a stairway. But we have an easy way into this house. Cool. So there's that. Let's head up here real quick. And yes, all we have is a stairway. But we have an easy way into this house. Cool. So there's that. I know that Angry he has taken a liking to underneath the hidey hole. I think I showed that in an earlier episode. He is now in a a desert biome because he is. You got anything for mail? No, you still haven't taken my stuff, guy. Still the same. No, no. Ooh, lag. That's what that was. All right, so I've officially gotten my book. Thank you, J4M. Check out his channel. He's crazy. In the gym mart. Definitely helping him out with the Nether project that way. So yeah, there's that. And then what I want to do to finish off this episode is I want to head to Derrickster's place so that you guys can see on my channel, even though you can see it on his channel, what we worked on and maybe some sneak peek stuff. Alright guys, I will see you at his place. Bye-bye. Alright guys, and we are back. Welcome to Derrickster's place. Now I did do a little sneak peek to make sure that I wasn't going to spoil too much. And he has worked on his back base back there, so I have actually walled it off with dirt so you can't see inside. You have to watch his video when he releases it. So this is the tube, and he's got a little guard post out here, which is pretty sweet looking. And he did end up filling in the river. So if you watched his episode, this was a little river that bent around. As you can see, there's a little puddle of water left. So they had a huge drought, and he ended up landfilling it. Of course, that's what I would do. So there's road down this way that's going to come. And boom, military base. All right. And so this is what we worked on, guys. We worked on a lot of the flooring techniques, and it was a lot of, I teach you, then you can go off and build and do what you need to do so you can learn. Because his fear was that he was not comparable as a builder. And we definitely, I helped him out with a lot of this stuff, and we spent a lot of, here, how does this block look? How does this block look? Oh, I don't like that block. Oh, I like that block, but no, I don't like the way that looks. He spent a lot of time working on that throughout the whole thing here. And we did a good job, I think, so you've got a lot of detail that kind of pulls through the whole design. And I can say without spoiling anything that the nice thing about what we did here is that he now used this design to finish off and pull it through the rest of his base. So I'm happy for you, Derrickster. If you're watching this, the base is starting to look great. But as you can see, I do not want anybody to see in there just yet. So, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. I'm a little tongue-tied there. So that's it for Derrickster's base. It's definitely coming along. And of course, it's all just a basic in progress. It's infrastructure. That's what we got to build. He's working on a modern infrastructure. So that is going to do it for this episode, guys. I've definitely got a lot accomplished, and I know this wasn't really a building episode. This is more of a little touring episode. I think that we got quite a bit done. So that's going to do it for this episode. If you liked what you saw, you liked stuff from Derrickster's place, leave a like, subscribe, comment. You can go to his page. Watch our Colab episode of us doing the floor here, and you'll definitely get some good laughs. So this is Ranquist here from Derrickster's base signing out, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.